Hello and welcome to the replay. I'm glad you guys could join me today. Just going to get on here real quick. Whoops. Pull this up on my computer so I can see any comments. Here we go. Alright, so anyone who knows me knows I love, hello Jennifer, how are you? Knows that I love love. And I'm not into mad love because I really don't believe in it. I've never met anyone who I've loved madly or has loved madly anyone else. But I have this and I would like to do something with it. And I had planned on because I seriously love my children like nothing else. My daycare kids, all the kids. So I had planned on doing this. Love You Madly with children's hands. I don't know if you can see that. But I can't find my grandparents' transfer. So I don't get to do what I planned. So my whole thing is shot. Oh, that's right. Connor has pink eye. I hope he's feeling okay today. But anyway, so I don't get to do my children Love You Madly. So we're just going to wing it and go with this. Before I start though, I did want to show you some of the Valentine transfers I have on hand that are $14.99 and can be picked up at any time. I know you guys have seen me do this one, Forget Love, I'd Rather Fall Into Chocolate. I did a live with that one. I Love You and Naps. This was a Hello Handsome, Hello Gorgeous one. This is good for any time of the year. Oops, there's another Forget. You're Just My Type. There's lots of things you can do with each of these as they are individual little pieces. So this is the one we are doing today, Love You Madly. Boy, I have a lot of Forget Loves. I guess that shows what I think about it. But anyway, all you need is love. And then of course, Mr. Darcy. Ardently Admire. These are awesome. Hey Hannah, how are you? Hannah's joining from the other room because she's got her little shadow with her today, so she won't be joining. Brianna likes to stay up and play with Hannah during quiet time, which is kind of why my lives have not been happening at quiet time lately. We've been hanging out with Adriana. Now I am just taking a little break, watching Jackson fall asleep, and chalking with you. So Hannah, my little handprint idea is not going to work because I must have sold the grandchildren transfer and I didn't know it. That was supposed to be my personal one and I accidentally sold it. I am writing on the back of this, Love Madly. And I am doing that because I will reattach this transfer to the backing to reuse over and over again. One thing I like to do with my transfers is I piece them together. So if I like a certain word, I can take that and add it to, or just piece, different words from different transfers together to make my own saying. One thing I thought about doing with this one is we have one that says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And I thought about putting Lord, I Love You Madly, but I don't know. Just, you can mix and match and have fun because these are reusable. You use them over and over. You can do a lot with it. Hey Cassidy, hey Krista, how are you? Just gonna rub this all over myself to pull some fuzz up here. I am going to do the other side of my magnetic chalkboard. I had done Forget Love by the shoes. And on this side, I am going to do Love You Madly. I like the shoes so much I couldn't bring myself to erase it. So, oh, that's crooked. Do you have a break from school today, Cassidy? Is it too cold for class? I am going to do some red and probably some cherry blossom and do an ombre in the middle. What do you think of that? Or I can do this gorgeous wild berry. This is amazing. And I have little hearts I'm going to accent it with. These are old hearts. I've used them over and over. I used them as samples, like where we would demonstrate, there you go, demos, for all my vendor events. So these have been used a ton and they're still usable, even though they are stained on the top. So I'm going to decorate that up there since I cannot use my little handprints. So maybe I'll use the red for that and do the Love You Madly in these. Please remember to like and share if you are not a designer. And you'll be entered into a drawing to win some Chalk Couture. I would love it if you'd help me out and help me spread the word. We are very, very close to getting Hannah to her goal to get to Albania. So it would be amazing if we could get the rest of the way. My cherry blossom is a little dry, so I just put a couple squirts of distilled water in there and I'm going to mix it up. I do mix all my chalks because, thank you for sharing, Jennifer. I do mix up all of my chalks because they are organically pigmented and they tend to separate a little bit if you don't. And it helps get them to the right consistency as well. I'm sorry about being blocked in here, but just in case Jason gets off early due to the cold, I didn't want him to have to walk into a live show. So I thought I'd give him a little privacy if he wanders through. I did? Which Miss Ashley? Hi Jan, how are you doing today? We know too many Ashleys. I don't know who I sold it to, but I have to order a new one because I really wanted to do something for their grandma with it, but it doesn't work when it's not here. Alright, so you guys, I said that it's going to be a quick chalking and I'm not even joking. It is going to be so fast. I'm going to do the love in this wild berry. And then I'm going to go ahead and ombre through the U into the cherry blossom. And then, look at how nice that looks. And then I'll just do this in cherry blossom. You guys can see how it fades so nicely. I kind of think I'm a little obsessed with the ombre here. It works so nicely. I hope everyone's staying warm and having a good day. I know Jan's staying warm down in Texas. Lucky lady. Alright, so I'm just going to show you really fast. And then I'll put it back down to show you the rest. Hopefully you can see it. I have a light under here and the lights are out above me for nap time, but hopefully you can tell. I give it a second here so I can see on the computer. Oh, I think I had a couple of them, Hannah. I do remember the handprint shirt now that you say that. But yeah, the berry and the cherry blossom actually look pretty amazing together. Alright, so I'm going to just press this down so I can go ahead and quick finish the Madly. And I've had this cherry blossom for like a year, so I'm down to the bottom finally, and I'm going to have to open a new one. Got amazing colors coming the 4th. The 4th is when they're releasing them all. And our amazing new transfers. Quite a bit to choose from. Just scraping off all the excess because I don't want any lines to show up in my work. And dropping this in water to wash it off. Dry my hands off. And since I'm done with these colors, I am going to cap them up so they don't dry out on me. Chalk paste can get dry fast if you leave the lids off for too long. And then we'll go in with the red for all of the hearts. And with our hearts, you can use the same transfer over and over a few times before the chalk will dry in the silk screen. So I may move it and just place it and do another one right away. So I've kind of dog-eared this corner here so I can grab it quickly and move it. And I'll do what I'm not supposed to do, and I'm going to balance it out by putting it on the other end. Because that's the way I am. I like things balanced and even. I am going to go live again tonight, but not from my page. From a friend's. She's going to do a chalking on a piece of wood that I made. And I'm also making a bunch of these. And you can put whatever you want down here. I'm making up the wood, and you can just hang pictures on it, little reminders, whatever. And if you're interested in doing a class with these, let me know so I know how many of these to make up. And the transfer is $9.99. You'll have the use of all of my colors of chalk. And then the board is going to be $7. So just let me know if you're interested in that class. These are really neat, heavy duty wood, real wood. If you want to, you can paint them or chalk them. Do chalk paint here. I'm going to disappear off screen for a second. This is a larger version I've made for something I'm doing tonight. But you can paint them up and give it a distressed look if you want to, instead of doing the natural wood. I'm kind of a natural wood girl, but if you like this look more, you can do that on the day of the class. So just if you are interested in the class, let me know. Pop something down in the comments there. Okay, on to my next heart. Hello, Shay. How are you doing? I bet you're having beautiful weather there in California. Alright, you can see how quick this goes. I think the thing that takes me the longest is getting the lines out of my work. So, drop that in the water. And for our last heart. And with these transfers, I'm just soaking them in water to wash the front and backs off. And then I dry them sticky side up and wipe it down with a Lysol wipe. That reactivates the adhesive, and then they can be used again and again and again. Alright. So, I'm done. That's how fast this was. Quick, quick, quick. And then I have a cute sign that says, "Love you madly" with hearts. Hope y'all can see that okay. And a little dust on it, my dusty workbench. please like and share this video. You too could make something like this. This transfers $14.99 on my store, chalkcouture.com/Amity. So you can order something like this if you want to as well. Thank you for joining, guys. Have a great day.